Welcome back! We've reached Atlantis, as well as the convergence point for all three of the paths in the game, so everything's about to get back to normal numbering-wise. We are in a giant maze with a lot to look at, and in case you're wondering what save file I'm using, since I've basically made 3 at the end of each path, I'm actually using the Fists path save file, mainly because there's actually music in this one. For some reason the Wits path didn't have music when I got here into this section. And the team path, I encountered a Nazi along the hallway here, and I had to fight him, which you have to do anytime you run into one here on the map. And he happened to have something that we're going to need, and I wanted to make sure we didn't actually exclude that from the playthrough in case you were watching a different path. So I'm going to go ahead and just pretend that never happened, and proceed onward from here. Let's go see what we've got over here. Looks like we got part of the subway. Although it looks like this is caved in, so we can't do anything with that. There's a Nazi there. Let's evade him and go into this room. Now, the different rooms in this maze are completely randomized as far as where they're located, so I can't really say where everything is for sure. It can be different on your playthrough of the game. And thus, there's really no optimal route that I can attempt to make through this maze. I'm just going to try to go through it as systematically as possible. Right now, we can't do anything with this carving or whatever this thing is here of a pig? I don't know. But there is a grate here. Let's see what's through here. Aha! There's some sort of robot here.
You'd think the Atlanteans wouldn't be such slobs.
Yeah, wonder what happened to this thing. Well, if we can pick up some robot parts, they could come in handy.
Why bother? There's nothing but junk here.
Aw, that's a bummer. Let's see, is there anything else here? Oh, here we go. This could be interesting. A bronze gear.
It must have been part of some ancient machine.
I'll take that. And there's a door over here, which deposits us over into this part of the maze. Now I believe... No, this is not it. This is the enclosed section of the maze, so we'll go back to that later on. I've actually started to just kind of try recording some of this and practice certain things as far as the recording goes. So some of the rooms are labeled, like this one was when we first went into it, but for the most part rooms will have question marks in them, which is a good way to tell if you've actually visited a room yet or not. So it looks like this is a room here in this little... Or is that... I guess that's this one. And we just have one of these light things that responds to our metal rod, but that's pretty much it. There doesn't appear to be anything else to do. Let's see, this one looks like it could be interesting. Aha! What is this all about? A disc of some sort.
It's carved to look like a beetle.
This one looks identical.
It's carved to look like a beetle.
And there's a statue of some sort here.
It appears to be a tube running back into the machine. It's an empty bowl.
Interesting, so we got some kind of machine here. There's a spoked wheel here.
It's a bronze wheel.
Bronze wheel, huh?
Looks like something's missing.
Well, we've got a bronze gear. Will that work here?
I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work.
Oh, I guess we can't put it in there then. Interesting. There's nothing we can do with those. And I don't think we can see anything else here except for this.
Funnels are what you pour liquids into.
But what kind of liquid do we need to pour into there? That's the question. Well, I suppose we'll have to come back here once we have more information, because right now, I don't know exactly what we're supposed to do with this. At any rate, let's go ahead and head back into the maze. I think we've explored everything there. We haven't looked at everything here yet, though. I'm going to try to take one quadrant at a time, basically. Bunch of crabs here in this room, but there appears to be another grate. And we got another eel sculpture here.
It looks just like that eel statue in Iceland.
Now, we never actually got to see what this thing did, because we gave one to Costa in the Azores. So let's pick this one up. Can we use... hang on. Gonna see if we can use orichalcum with it.
This doesn't seem like a good place to heat it up.
Okay. Nothing over there. Here we go. We haven't been here yet. I'll probably go to the bottom left quadrant next. Okay, and this room just has some kind of pig thing there again. Alright, so let's go see. There's another room over here. Nothing to see over there. I think this is the last one we have yet to see in this quadrant. Another light thing, as well as another grate. Okay. Sorry there's not a whole lot more to say about all this, but I'm just going to try to take this one step at a time, and hopefully it won't be too terribly difficult. I gotta admit, when I first played through this, this part was pretty difficult. And as I mentioned in some of the paths, I actually had a bit of an issue where I left the ladder back in the airlock room, as well as the stones, and you actually need both of those things later on. So I actually made 2 separate trips all the way back there just to get them, and that was just kind of a pain, mainly just because it takes so long to navigate this place. Why don't we just duck into here and avoid that guard? Oh, I have to go back there. Whoops. Ooh, this looks intriguing. Looks like we got some lava.
It looks very, very hot.
I'm surprised we can actually get this close to it. And I like how the light source faded away when we walked away from it with our metal rod. I thought that was kind of cool. What does this do?
Looks like something is missing.
We have to put something in there. Well, we need some sort of liquid for that machine. Could it be lava? It's either lava or water, I suppose, but we don't really have anything else here. Oh well, let's just keep on exploring and just mark this room for later on. We still have yet to look at this, and I think... oh, good, we were able to escape him. I was going to say, I thought there was like some sort of weird invisible wall or something there.
This must be Crab Central.
Crab Central, huh? Let's see, let's open this grate. Can we... oh, I thought that was a grate. I guess not. Okay, never mind.
Doesn't seem to...
alright, let's go to this room. I'm not exactly being very optimal about this, Mike. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. This one has a grate, though. Aha! Looks like we found where Sophia is being held.
I better not. The guard might hear me.
That's kind of a shame. Looks like this statue might be kind of useful, though. If we can push it onto the guard or somehow make it move onto him. Oh well, though. There's nothing else we can do right here, though. So let's go ahead and move back to the tunnel. And go back to where we came from, at least for now. The good news, though, is that at least we know where to go, and it's this room next to the lava one, so... This room is marked as the crab room, so it definitely must be important for some reason, but we still have yet to discover what that is. Alright, lower right quadrants. Nothing to look at there or here. Aha, there is something here though. It looks like this leads over to another one of the circles. Uh-oh.
Dr. Jones, is it? Now we've got you.
We'll see about that.
I think this guy is one of the tougher guards, because the ones that are tougher wear these glasses, so I'm actually going to save my game here for now.
Put him up.
Yeah, this guy's putting up a little bit more of a fight than the usual ones. But I think we got him.
Looks like he's got some rations.
And that was what I got off that guard in the team path when I got inside here. Basically, you need to use this bratwurst for something, or the sandwich if you were playing the team in Wits paths. However, we are not on the team or Wits paths with this save file, so we actually do need the bratwurst here in this case. And I think that's the only guard that you would get something from. I don't think there is anything from anyone else. And here we got some sort of statue.
It's got a wide open mouth.
Does it accept orichalcum?
Uh-oh, that didn't work very well.
Oops. Okay, so that didn't do anything. Can we open this door?
The sentry statues have it locked up tight.
So can we push it? I'm guessing not.
I can't move it.
Well, that's a bummer. Well, we'll come back here later on. Looks like this is the room that would lead to the next part of Atlantis, but we want to keep on exploring here first.
Jones, you never learn.
We'll see about that.
Oh, it's another one with glasses. Okay, I thought there was only one of them. I guess not.
Let's talk this over. With our fists.
I love that line. Okay, this guy is a little bit easier.
He doesn't have anything worth taking.
You know, I gotta admit, I was kind of expecting Atlantis to look a little bit more interesting than this. I mean, the way Sophia described it at the beginning was just, you know, sounded like it was a really grand place. But here, it's kind of a little bit dingy. I mean, I suppose that makes sense, just considering how ancient it is, but still, it's a little bit too labyrinthine in some ways. Still, we haven't seen everything yet. And we've been to that room already, apparently. Let me just check to be sure. Yeah, that was the robot room. Okay. Alright, so let's move onward to this one. And we got some sort of recess in the wall here, but that doesn't seem to actually hold anything. Another grate though, so let's check it out. Ooh, okay, we found another entrance into the area where Sophia is being held. Good. So now I'm curious if we can actually do something with the statue here. Let's see if we can actually put an orichalcum bead inside that statue. Aha! Whoops. Well, at least the guard's taken care of. But I don't think we can talk to Sophia from here, can we?
I can't from here.
That's a bummer. Let's see, can we go back? There we go. It's really finicky where you have to click. That's one of my issues with this game, is that you have to click in these really specific spots in order to actually make something work. From here, I think I'm gonna go this way next. I'm probably going to encounter that guard. Oh, maybe not, because he's going this way. Oh wait, I can go here too. Let me go here first. Another grate. Okay, where exactly are we? I'm curious to know if this is where I think it is. It is! Good, okay, I was wondering when we would get in here, because this area is completely enclosed, despite this right here. That's actually a wall that you can't breach. And there's no other way to get in here except through a grate, so you have to find a room with a grate in it to actually get through. It looks like we found another robot type thing.
What a mess.
But this one has another wheel on it, so let's pick that up.
Must have been part of some ancient machine.
Well, we might actually have found that machine, so let's go ahead and use that. Once we head back to that machine room that we saw earlier. And I think that's all we can see in here. I don't believe there's anything else. So I don't think we'll need to come back into there again. I think that's all we need, really. Okay, so at this point, let's go back down to this room. I'm sorry if this is a little bit tedious. I know this is probably not the most exciting thing in the world to watch, but it's about to get a little bit more interesting here in a little while. Now, in this room, we got this big hole that we need to cross. And thankfully, we've got something that can help with that. We got this ladder here. This is where you need to use the ladder, pretty much. And we got a cup here on this statue.
Surely this is not the cup of a carpenter.
I love that reference. That's awesome. Okay, let's pick that up. I don't think there's anything else we can do with this statue.
It sure is ugly.
Yeah, that's for sure. Alright, let's go ahead and head back. Oh, I want to get that ladder again. I think we're going to need it later on. Let's see. We still have yet to go over here. And I think that's all for this side. And we got a statue with a head on top of it.
It looks like a stone fish head.
That could be useful in the right spot. Let's take that with us. Okay. I believe the only other place that we need to go is on the other side of the subway, caved in area there. But in order to access that, I think I need to go back down through here, which I should have done this earlier, but I completely forgot. But the good news is that we were going to go back down through here anyway, so shouldn't be an issue. Let's see, I have to approach it from... Where do I have to approach it from? Wait, this way. This is gonna be a pretty long walk. Let's see. Oh wait, there's another one here. Okay, never mind. Maybe this is the one that I ultimately have to go to.
I can't reach it.
Okay, I think I'm gonna actually have to go the long way and go all the way up here. Okay, that was silly. I completely forgot there was a second subway thing. Ooh, and I just barely evaded that guy. Inji. I was gonna say Indy is like a ninja here. And then I ended up saying Inji. You ever do that where like you mean to say another word and then you say like 2 different words in one, you know? Like, I do that all the time. I don't know why, but for some reason I do. And the other thing, like, I also do this, is like when I type stuff, I have this really crazy tendency to type words that are almost like homophonic. Like, if I'm trying to type in, let's say, fields, I can type in something that sounds like field, you know, it's just something completely different, but sounds similar. I can't think of what that word would be, but trust me, there's stuff like that. Like, where and where is a better example, like W-H-E-R-E and W-E-A-R or something like that. And we got some sort of unlucky person here.
I guess this really was the end of the line.
And we can pick up the rib cage, it looks like.
Now, this might be useful.
Alright. No, I didn't want to go that way. I wanted to go back to the hallway. There we go. Okay, so that should be all as far as looking at everything in the maze. But right now we've got a lot of work to do because we've got a lot of rooms that we've seen with no discernible way to solve them.
Dr. Jones, is it? Now we've got you.
Don't be too sure.
But before we end the video, let's go ahead and have one more fight.
Wait till Nurab Sal hears about this.
Where you're going, you can give him my regards.
I like how their eyes grow bigger every time you punch them.
He doesn't have anything worth taking.
Alright, well, we'll continue exploring this maze and figuring out what we need to do in the next video.